or the African continent, like, do you think people really respect the Nigerian league? Do you really Nigerian players forget that they go to Cyprus or Macedonia to play football? Nigerian players go to play in Sudan. Factually.
Yeah.
Yes, because Nigerian players actually go leave Nigeria and fuck this shit. See that? Like, I'm going to Mozambique.
Sorry for Taliban United.
I'm going to go and play in a war-torn country than play here because they will give me better payment for my skill.
Hi guys, welcome to Crossfire, brought to you by Life Comment. I am Jimmy Anushilowo, and today we're here to talk about the Chan Eagles and their abysmal outing representing Nigeria. To my left, I have Tunde Young. Can I still call you world champion after what you're
For the next 4 years.
For the next 4 years, even after what your team did with the Tapalas.
Even if we relegate, for the next 4 years.
World champion.
Until there's another world champion.
All right. And to my right, I have Tosi Abayomi. What was that your own title again?
The historian of football.
The historian of football. Yeah, so today, let's start with you. So, why do you think the Chan Eagles performed so abysmally?
There's no one reason. But the biggest reason is just these are male Nigerian footballers.
I'm supposed to
But by the fact that they are just men from Nigeria playing football, they are bound to perform badly. You are already down 1-0 for that reason. Then when you now go deeper and look at other reasons why they might be flopping, and I've seen lots of people online talking about it's reflective of the quality of the league. Whether that is true or not, I don't think that's entirely true yet. I think the biggest reason, that might be one of the reasons, but the biggest reason is Malian for Eric Seko Shelley. I'm not talking of those ones that, more bad. But as I was saying before you interrupted me,
I didn't see anything.
You interrupted me with your face.
Oh, good.
The biggest reason is Eric Shell. And it is clear. It is clear that his tactical approach, first of all, it is clear that he does not understand the team that he has. When we played the first game against Senegal, and he started with 8 Raymond Stars players. I know Raymond Stars won the league. I know they won the league. But I also know that this is not 2008 Barcelona now I'm talking about. Even themselves, they don't have 8 starting players in the Spanish national team. Started with 8 Raymond Stars players. The Raymond Stars coach is an assistant on this team. He was the former coach of this team. I don't think even he would have started 8 Raymond Stars players if he had access to the best players in the league. That's why I first think, okay, this man does not understand this team. And you can't blame him for that. Because why would you employ him for the main Super Eagles and I say, okay, because we don't feel like you are doing enough work, you should come and handle this one too. And that forces you to watch a league you don't understand, watch players and try to understand their positions, even though you don't really know what you are watching. But I suppose that's what you have assistants that are rooted in the league for, and that's where they should have been able to, put you through. It's like, for example, sir, don't start yes. Out of 11, who remain for the league? Also, even beyond even just the choosing to start 8 Stars players, this is insistence on living and dying by that is 4-4-2 diamond formation. At least you will adjust your formation, but we are still dragging this in with the regular Super Eagles. We are like the ones with talent. They are struggling with this diamond formation. Why? Because you carry Chukwueze, put that for center midfield. Chukwueze's main position is a right winger. Every day, it's a toying cost between if Chukwueze will be good or not. At his main position. You will not carry him, move him from the main position, put him in central midfield. You put Moses Simon as a center forward because you have a desire to only play a certain way. I like coaches that have strong convictions. I like it. At least you have your own identity. You are unique. But again, there is a thing called discretion. You need to use your head and say, okay, this thing worked with Mali. Why? Because it's a national team that is blessed with lots of strong, agile midfielders.
Malians.
Their midfielders are the prototypical Africans, like Tosin. If you want to know what I'm talking about, that was the episode where Tosin advised Man to sign African. He was talking about people from Mali. Mali's entire team is made up of midfielders, so that's how you can play a 4-4-2 diamond with midfielders and then just put wherever you want to put in center forward. But with teams like Nigeria, it doesn't work. We are not a midfield based team. We have high flying wingers. We have attackers. We have a team that can play with proper 4-4-2, wide 4-4-2. We have a team that can play 4-3-3. But no, you insist on shoehorning players into where they don't fit. And that's how you get results like losing 4-0 to Sudan. No, see, look, any national team that loses 4-0 to Sudan in any sport, lose 4-0 to Sudan. No disrespect to the Sudanese. I mean, clearly, I can't even say they are a war-torn country because what are we? What are we if Sudan is a war-torn country? But you don't lose 4-0 to Sudan. Like, no matter what you think of the league, no matter what you think of the players, we have better players than 4-0 to Sudan at the very least. And like the Senegal loss was disappointing and the performance was disappointing. But no, it's still Senegal. And it was 1-0. It was like close. But when you start losing 4-0 to Sudan, that is the time to know that you don't deserve anything, including feeding allowance or money to come back home.
Yes, man, go Mali.
And if you find your way home, you should come in the custody of the police immediately. There's nowhere else to arrive. But for positive note is that at least 100K is safe. There's no need to promise it. No need to host anybody anything.
Fine, I read the whole something.
Yes, actually. I think they should make these players work at this point that you're not 100K debt. Walk your way back to 0 naira. So your 100K, as you're working, just pick a Super Falcons player of your choice and be paying it to their account until that money will complete. That's my submission on the time it goes.
All right, Tosin, what about you? Why do you think these guys perform so badly?
Tunde is not wrong in his diagnosis of the problem. Eric Shelley, Eric Shell, yeah? It's not Shelley. That Eric Shell is not a good. Who sat down here and said that by the time we are done with Eric Shell, that they are going to be pouring water on his head? That one is coming. Just wait for the Rwanda and South Africa games that are coming. Just wait. You'll see it. We will tell you the future. You understand? But that's just one portion of it. Coaching.
Are you sure you can see that future like this?
That's one form of it. Coaching. The main problem with the Nigerian home base setup is the same problem with Nigeria. It's the major problems is corruption. It is lack of electricity. It is lack of pipe-borne water. It is like lack of proper transportation, no proper the same problem you have with Nigeria as a country is the same problem you have with the Nigerian home base. They just embody the whole problems of Nigeria. The reason why you don't really see it manifest in the main Super Eagles squad is that most of them play abroad. You see that lack of electricity, that lack of pipe-borne water, that lack of good roads. That is the reflection of the MPFL home base Super Eagles. That is their destiny. They're a reflection of the society of Nigeria. 4-0 to Sudan. That is Nigeria. Nigeria is taking L after L after L. The country is what it is now. Let us call it what it is. So for me, like having high hopes for Nigeria, having high hopes for the home-based Super Eagles of Nigeria is like having high hopes for Nigeria. It's one and the same. You don't expect much from Nigeria. Don't expect much from a product of Nigeria.
Are you not a product of Nigeria?
Yeah, I don't expect much.
No, don't expect much from the product. Like, see, I wrote about the problems about the Nigerian
article, not book. Because not that I say published book.
No, I wrote it. No. In 2017, I wrote a dissertation about the problems of Nigerian football, and I looked at it from the structural components with Nigeria. And this is what is it? 2012. That's 8 years ago, right? We diagnosed the problems ailing Nigerian football then. It still is like, but the problem is that, like, how do I put it? Back then, Nigeria had a tuberculosis problem. Like Nigerian football had a tuberculosis problem. But the problem is if you don't treat tuberculosis where it can disintegrate, your immune system can become weak and you can eventually end up having HIV and AIDS. That's literally what. So we are in the.
So that's what happens.
that is literally what is happening with the Super Eagles, with the Nigerian football setup. Like, if you look at when was the last time the Nigerian league was good? Like objectively, if you go beyond the glory days of 2003, 2004, that Eimba of our bad team that had a couple of Super Eagles players, especially led by Vincent Inyama. Like, when was the last time a Nigerian team went on the continent and was successful? I'm thinking,
Also 2003, 2009.
like maybe probably Ocean Boys in 2009, 2010.
They didn't win it.
And like maybe they got to the semi-final or something. Like Nigerian football is not like on the African continent. Like, do you think people really respect the Nigerian league? Do you really Nigerian players forget that they go to Cyprus or Macedonia to play football? Nigerian players go to play in Sudan. Factually,
Yeah, actually.
Yes, because Nigerian players actually go leave Nigeria. That fuck this shit. I'm going to Sudan. Like, I'm going to Mozambique.
Sign for Taliban United.
I'm going to go and play in a war-torn country than play here, because they will give me better payment for my skill.
They fit carry you, but
I know we've heard stories of a player leaving the Nigerian league to go and play in Sudan, and was given more compensation and even given a house and a car. The stories, what am I even talking about? When was that? Was that not 2015, 2016? So the way it is, Nigeria football, especially at grassroots football, at local league football, like, the league is starting in a couple of days. Where are you going to watch it? It's not on TV now. Who are the sponsors behind it? Nigerian artists prefer to sponsor the Ghanaian Premier League than to sponsor the Nigerian. That is how serious it is. They can't even put their brand and back it. And you expect good things out of it. Why? Why do you hope for Nigeria? Why do you do this? I don't know why Nigerians have high expectations for this country. Yeah, it really bothers me. You take 4-0 from Sudan. That's your level. That's the expectation. That's your level. That in the next couple of years, if Nigerian football doesn't, like, at the local league football, like I said, I don't even know. I can tie it into many things. I can tie it into many security challenges, transportation, like, everything is tied. The entire situation of the Nigerian problem is reflective of the Nigerian league. So don't expect anything good. Don't expect anything good. Lower your expectations, please.
all right. So today, going into the Rwanda and South Africa games, what do you think Eric Shell's tactics should be?
Of football. Why are we talking about tactics for one couple we know they go? Let me see what you tactics do. What is your tactics? You will like your 4-4-2 diamond. This is me to be thinking, asking that who should play diamond next, who should play midfield next. Now whether I say this, I don't see the going.
Then do you think that you should still use this Chan Eagles?
Oh, okay, you should bring the child. Yes, let us do that. What? In fact, call up me and Tosin. Put me in left wing back because I'm clearly fast. Then put Tosin in right wing back. Since we are being serious here, what should Asian tactics be? Asian tactics, whatever, be who you want to be. You don't consign me, bro. We don't can go anywhere. When I said you can sign player, can we sign national team players? Maybe for that match, we just if Messi is less busy for the next national break, we can borrow it. That's the only way I see the tactics matter. And even then, guess what? He will play Messi DN. Because that's what he shared does. He's very adamant about his style. So nothing I want to say will change his mind about playing 4-4-2 diamond. What I want to say against Rwanda South Africa, because I don't think that we are going anywhere. I think that I want to use those matches to actually prep for the AFCON. The AFCON is what I believe that Eritrea was hired for anyway. Because I do not think that we would reasonably hire a manager to come and rescue our World Cup qualification campaign with 4 games left after we pieced away the first 6 games, including drawing at home to Lesotho. I don't even know where Lesotho is. It's Lesotho and East African team. Is Lesotho even in Africa?
Yes.
It's because it feels like Lesotho is detachable. Whether it's a part of the map where you can just remove and put back where you. We drew at home to freaking Lesotho. So I don't think you want to go to the World Cup. If you are trying to wait, who you want to go beat for the World Cup? So we're not going anywhere. Use the remaining 2 games. Prep for the AFCON. try out new players, try out new styles. This your Mali formation clearly does not work for us. And even if you want it to work, then that means you have to commit to using the right players in the right position. So if you want to play a 4-4-2 diamond, actually play 4 midfielders. That's the only way around it. You cannot be putting wingers in central midfield slots and hope that something will change. Chukwueze is not a central midfielder. He's barely a winger. Moses Simon is not a centre forward. He's a winger. So like play players where they're supposed to play and try new things. Try new players out for Rwanda, South Africa. If we get results, fine. If we don't get results, well, nobody's expecting. Like Tosin said, remove your hopes and expectations from what is Nigeria. As a Nigeria football fan at this point in time, I would say just the good news is that the women play every 2 years. There will be another WAFCON literally next year. So calm down. You want to read football, so let us make do with the less privileged national team. It's in this country, our male team is just we don't even have standards for them. We just encourage them. We clap them. Oh wow, you drew us up to Lesotho. Wow, great Super Eagles. We treat them like special needs national team. Meanwhile, the female national team is our proper national team that we should be giving all our attention to. So they won't play every 2 years. Relax, you watch real football. For Rwanda, South Africa, Super Eagles, who won't call? We will never call. If you have Osimhen, you cannot beat all these people. You have all these strikers that are great on paper, but you cannot come out of a World Cup group where Benin Republic and South Africa are your biggest challengers. What do you want to do? Just play whatever happens. Watch football. MPFL too also starts. Like Justin said. Where do you want to watch it? If you can watch it in the stadium, fine. If you watch it on the TL, like the rest of us. People that watch the MPFL now, that tweet when they use watch app. Just they follow. Just the whole better. Anytime if they even tweet during the match.
Oh,
I don't tire. I mean, anything like that. If I don't, let this be our last Nigerian football topic. Why? Until something happens, until something positive happens, which is never. Let this be our last Nigerian football. I'm tired of talking. It always makes me sad. Now I'm going to go around my day thinking about 4-4-2 diamond formation.
So, Tosin, what about you? Do you think that you should give opportunities to Chan Eagles players for the remaining games?
honestly, I think he should. Just for the spectacle of it. Because like me and Tunde had a discussion about maybe 2 years ago here about the MPFL. Tunde was still very optimistic then. Look at him now.
Yeah.
Look at him now. and I said I was very critical of the MPFL. This. A lot of those brown envelope guys. They tagged me on Twitter. This guy who put podcast mic in front of this one. Where they just shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up. When I cover MPFL, where were you? When we started talking about MPFL on radio, where were you? Shut the hell up, please.
Me, I'm not that old.
Just shut the hell up. Maybe they should ask, because they always keep giving the illusion that the Nigerian league is so good that some of the players can actually do better than these international prospects. And you see them tapping into this delusion on social media. You see them tapping into this delusion on social media and say that like, even some of if this Ismaila Sadiq, if he enter team, like just shut up now. Can't you shut up? Like, so maybe like people like me who are wise beyond our years, we already predicted that. We already predicted that in 2000, when things were unpopular, that's when we will see them. Everybody's like, no, Nigeria is not going to qualify now. When I said that Nigeria won't qualify, that video has almost 15K on YouTube. Go and see how many people cost me there.
And they are all right.
Go and check. Like, so when we said that back then, that Nigeria won't qualify, now that okay, now you know what? Just for experimental and like just for future purposes, just play the Chan Eagles. Let's just see. The Super Eagles struggle to they play 1-1 against Zimbabwe. Abi. Put the Chan Eagles against Rwanda. Let's see. There's Sabi play for Nigerian league. Your league is strong. Abi, put them there. We'll see as it go be. Let's put them there. Let's see as it go be now, because I don't know. Because it's the same thing when we criticize the Nigerian league. They'll say when I talk about Eric Shell, that they will pour water on his head, they will complain, they will say, this guy, he hates Nigeria. Okay. Now they're talking.
But you hate Nigeria.
They will say Eric Shell is this magician. Now they're
Man.
okay, the players are good, the coaches are bad. Okay. Let the MPFL players play and let what's the former MFM coach that is now in charge of where's the Heartland?
Fidelis.
Fidelis Ilechukwu. Put Fidelis Ilechukwu there. He has collected his CAF bill coaching license, Abi. Put on there, make coach them. Let's see what's going to happen.
Well,
Let's see what's going to happen. Shebi una no get sense.
well, Tosin thinks that Eric Shaw can start the Chan Eagles players in their remaining
I didn't say
matches.
they can't. I said they should. I said they should also.
You did not say it in a positive way. You are trying to.
Yeah, I know. He said he doesn't want to see the spectacle that they should start them there and let's just see what will happen.
Why? We collect point against Sudan. What South Africa will do to us? You will see the highlight on next video.
Today I was also adopted Tosin's pessimistic view that you should not accept. You should not. What did he call it again?
You they ask me. So they pay you, they will give me something.
Today thinks that you should not expect anything good from Nigeria. It's already like Tosin. What about you guys? What do you think? Do you agree with the both of them? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. I am Anishilewo, Jimmy Anishilewo, and this is Crossfire, brought to you by Life Scorbet.